Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be analyzing two companies, Focus Lighting and Apcotex Industries. First, let us start with Focus Lighting. Of course, if you look at the result right off the bat, it doesn't look really good, right? One thing to highlight about Focus is since it is a very small company and the founders also have been constantly telling कि like आप हमें don't look at us on a QOQ basis because the nature of industry or the industries that they cater to have a lot of fluctuations and they work on order books or order books are also not confirmed. You just have visibility of order books, right? Because you will see every quarter they don't come and tell कि like other companies कि like हमारा order book अभी इतना है आगे जाके इतना होगा. They don't do that. They just tell कि like कहाँ they can have a possibility of it, right? So because of that, I understand QOQ का fluctuation has always been there with this company, but this time it does raise a little bit of caution when you talk that year on year growth जो है that has reduced, right? Because अगर आप year on year देखते हो, the sales has been down by 6%. अगर आप PAT भी देखते हो, PAT has gone from 10.2 to 9.6 crores. अगर आप numbers देखते हो in terms of QOQ basis, then QOQ basis will also be क्या बोलते हैं, QOQ basis are also flat. The numbers are very flat in terms of both sales and PAT. Now again, I believe nobody has even asked the question to the management regarding this is because of the fact that even the management will tell you the same thing कि like आप long term view लेके company को देखना कि like अगले FY26 FY27 में that is a target and that is what we are working towards, and is एक one or two quarters here and there you can have there can be fluctuation in sales. Now talking about what is this? Yeah. So now talking about what happened in Concall. In Concall also the same thing. They've only addressed कि like एक segment में क्या हो रहा है and what is the visibility of order book they've had. Like for example, if they have like how do I put this? 4 segments that they cater to, right? एक होता है retail, एक होता है infra space, the other one is your home lighting, and the last one is your railways, right? Now with railways, you all know within I think by this August that is said they will become a vendor, right? And after that they can bid for 80%. Right now they're only able to bid for 20% of the product, and they're working very hard with to be a vendor in that Vande Bharat and other spaces. Now talking about retail segment. So in Middle East, if you talk in the retail segment, like what in the entire retail book actually, first of all, there has been a bit of slowdown, okay? And on top of that, अभी अगर आप देखते हो like they're trying to acquire as much as client in the export areas. अगर आप मिडिल ईस्ट में देखते हो, they have been working currently as of now they've been working with two big brands. I think Splash and Center Point, right? These are the two brands that they've been working. Now they've added two more brands called Home Center and Homebox. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Other than that, there is this Italian company called Schweitzer. I might be butchering the pronunciation, so forgive me. But there is this Italian company called Schweitzer that, earlier this Italian company Jota, they had an exclusive tie-up with an OEM. And they used to order lights worth of around $2 million, right? So that is what they were doing. Now here, what has happened, they're expecting to, Schweitzer was ordering lights worth of 2.5 million orders, right? From different OEMs. Now what they've happened is they've got Schweitzer as a client and they're hoping कि like at least 1 million earlier जो 1 million इसका इनको order मिलेगा, right? That is what they at least they're expecting to get orders of 1 million in the first year. Now here what will happen is they इनका जो Schweitzer का ये order मिला है, right? They are very confident about it and they're like they will manufacture it in India and supply it to this Italian company जो है. And the first order of this for एक ही store जो उनका है Schweitzer का जो retail store है, it will be worth of 1.8 crores. ठीक है, ये जो first order उनको जो मिलेगा, it will be worth of 1.8 crores. And the margins for this order will be between 40 to 50%. So high margin business है यहाँ पे, right? And not only that, as usual, उनका अगर आप capex का बारे में भी देखते हो, they've been talking constantly about कि like they're investing in new technology and new product, and they're also developing a product where जिसके वजह से the retail if it is used in the retail part for retail stores, those people will be able to save, and उनका savings जो होगा in terms of OPEX cost will be around 40 to 50%, right? That is what they've been talking about. Other than that, उनका अगर होम सेंटर जो देखते हो, राइट, होम सेंटर अभी तक this con call happened in February. So in February end they told Bangalore में एक open हो जाएगा. They plan to open one in Lower Parel and one in Dubai. Going forward after that, they also have pipeline के like 4 home centers to open in the coming year, and one of them will be in Delhi, right? Out of this 4, one would be in Delhi and the other one would be in Pune. जो Lower Parel में इस साल open कर रहे हैं already, where I think the work is going on. That is the biggest how do I put this, biggest store of 4,500 square feet they're opening. So this is regarding their retail part, their capex part, and their the other home center ka part. The other thing कि like उनका अगर outdoor and infra. Now if you remember last time को call, they told कि like outdoor and home lighting में they're going to see the growth exploding, right? If you look at the con call का अगर आप narrative सुनते हो and if you see the way they were talking, they were very very bullish about outdoor lighting and home lighting. One of the reasons कि like उनका outdoor lighting में they kept talking about they have the kind of technology where nobody else has it in India, and they're the pioneers in this technology. That is one thing, right? And when it comes to the new rules and new regulation that the government of India is putting up, nobody's there following those like them, and they're way ahead of it. So here also, like you remember last time in Gujarat, they had a very big outdoor order, right? So while they were doing that, they were not able to execute some other orders, because there is some how do I put this, there is some rules and regulations over there. Not only that, you need to have a sense of, you need to have certain credibility to execute such large orders. So since they already completed their previous order, now they have that credibility, right? So here one interesting fact is, whatever the order book is, whatever, not order book, that is wrong, but order jo hai, it is not confirmed. They are telling like आगे जाके we might get this order. Like उनका कहना है कि like अगर आप गुजरात में देखते हो, there has been so much development, everything, and there could be Gujarat, how to put this, the Gujarat government is spending around 600 crores of projects. They're doing around that much amount of project. इसमें उनको अगर 60 to 80 crore का they're telling is in, they can get around, they're expecting to get around 60 to 80 crores of crores of work. Like that is the order book they're trying to get. Again, reiterating the fact they haven't confirmed it, they're just expecting it. Similarly, Mumbai में एक airport हो रहा है. So because of that airport, again that airport का construction is divided into 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So for that focus is bidding for that, all the lights and everything in that airport. Even here also, apparently along with them, there have been 2 European companies who have been competing for this order. So again here also, if they get the order book, I think if they get the phase 1 order book, will be around 45 to 60 crores, right? Let me just confirm the numbers. Yeah, 40 to 60 crores hoga, and whatever it is, this will be get executed by August if they get the order. Here also again, there is no confirmation in terms of order book. Like I'm telling you, there is just a visibility, right, in terms of both outdoor as well as in terms of both outdoors mein jo baat kar rahi hu, Gujarat as well as this airport ka thing, right? And when it comes to their railways, they're telling ki like unko approval mila hai 3 railway product out of 7 in total, and they will be aggressive once they get get approval for everything, right? Testing is going on now for all their product. Once agar uska testing bhi ho gaya, everything is done, then it will be cleared and order ka inflow aayega, right? This is what they're doing. And in terms of like you all know, right, until now if you look at focus ka entire how do I put this, entire customer chain and everything, it has been a lot of B2B. Like I told, in retail lighting ho gaya, home lighting, infrastructure lighting, and railways. Now what they're planning to do, they're planning to acquire a company already in a B2C space and disrupt the entire B2C play that is there. The likes of, I think they want to start competing with the general lightings that could be such as Philips and Cisco, right? So the entire, like again, to wrap it up with the focus ka con call, there is nothing to, as of now at least, to look forward to other than the visibility of the order book. There is no confirmed order book of any kind. One thing I would say here, I think ultimately it comes up to like who you are as an investor. If you are okay, like taking that pain, if you're okay trusting the company and being like, okay, probably in the next quarter, next year, they can in the span of FY26 to FY27, they will do 500 crores. But in between, there could be fluctuations. You could be one of those investors who will be okay with that. And the other one would be like, you're someone who's not okay with this kind of fluctuations that happen. So that is the thing. I think this is, like I told you, this is a game that you'll have to, again, very small company and the kind of business that they deal with, it is something you'll have to take a longer view and see like kya ho raha hai yahan pe. The last company that we're going to be doing is Apcotex Industry. Now, Apcotex Industry ka agar aap baat karte ho, the situation has not improved. On one way, you will see, of course, you will see that the sales has been increasing, right? At least sales has gone up by 9.8% year on year. But having said that, because still the demand supply situation is such, it's still a havoc in whichever products that they're dealing. They're not making any money in the products that they make because the value growth is not there. Although they have a volume growth of 21%, फिर भी आप देख सकते हो PAT is down by a whopping 45%, right? Now, what has happened with Apcotex is, like I told you, they, one of their two important products that is there, nitrile latex and nitrile NBR जो है, both of them are facing problems. Nitrile latex जो होता है, like again, with nitrile latex you can make the likes of gloves and everything. So one of the important product is gloves, and we saw in COVID what has happened. A lot of industries came up, they put up plants, they started supplying gloves at an excess rate. Now when COVID is gone, the supply is so much, but the demand is not there at the same rate, at the same rate, right? So none of these glove companies that are there are able to make money. So similarly Apcotex का भी वही problem है. यहाँ पे अगर volumes increase भी होते, you can see that the utilization is increasing here. H1 में utilization was 25%. अगर आप Q3 में देखते हो utilization है 30% का. Yet in spite of this, these people are not making any money on nitrile latex. The management has completely told, साफ साफ बोला है कि like nitrile latex में हम अभी पैसा ही नहीं बना रहे. Like I told you, because the entire supply demand situation is such a havoc. Now it is slowly getting better in terms of volume, because a lot of these industries that opened, or a lot of people who put up this क्या बोलते हैं नया plant during COVID, most of them have been shut down. But still क्योंकि again like I told you, supply demand का situation, the value growth is not coming back, it is not yet favorable. अगर आप NBR का अभी देखते हो, वहाँ पर भी the same thing has happened. One, there has been volume has not been growing. Volume, I think volume has degrown. या डिक्लाइन ऑफ मार्जिन्स भी डिक्लाइन हो रहे हैं, वॉल्यूम इन एनबीआर हैज बीन अफेक्टेड, एंड यहाँ पे भी स्टॉक लॉस हो रहे सिंस द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर, राइट? दिस ऑल्सो हैज बीन अफेक्टेड, एंड वॉट एवर द रॉ मटेरियल्स दे बीन सप्लाइंग हियर टू द पेपर इंडस्ट्री, वन दैट हैज कम अंडर द प्रेशर, बिकॉज अगेन वही सप्लाई ज़्यादा है, डिमांड कम है, देयर ऑल्सो इट हैज़ बीन अफेक्टेड. सो उनका जो भी, अगर आप इंडस्ट्री को केटर करते हो, जो भी प्रोडक्ट्स है, उनका प्रॉब्लम एक ही है, आइदर मार्जिन्स नहीं है because again everybody is producing this product, demand supply का situation है, and volumes भी उतना खास का नहीं है, and again margins because of this is getting compressed because they're not having a pricing power. First of all, आप B2B हो, on top of that ये demand supply का situation, like imagine your end customer is another business, and that business has opportunities to get from many other, like they can get their product from any people, right? So and like I told you, like demand ज़्यादा है, demand कम है, supply ज़्यादा है. So in that ways the customer will always get benefited. If you tell you're increasing the price, they will go get, because supply इतना है कि like they can go get from other people now. So you don't have pricing power also. Worst combination is B2B with no pricing power. Absolutely worst. And that is what has happened. I will like to end this analysis with only one thing with Apcotex. Like the management has clearly told कि like we can't go to the historic margins that we had. Like in 2020, 2021, what had happened was because we saw a great demand for gloves and other products, right, related to nitrile latex. So these people had really great margins, and management ने सीधा सीधा बोल दिया कि like we do not know how first of all this year will go, demand is still muted, and on top of that we can never go back probably to those margins that we had after COVID, like the first 2 years. Probably pre-COVID level में जो margins था, we can try that, but anything other than that we can't do. So that is clearly a sign कि like things are not going well. And even again the company doesn't give any outlook, because उनको भी पता है कि like आज तो situation अच्छा है, like probably अभी raw material का prices stabilize होके the inventory is getting better, they're not holding up any inventory, raw materials के वजह से, inventories के वजह से losses नहीं हो रहा है. Again tomorrow एक prices, raw material का prices बढ़ जाएगा, और again their margins will get compressed, again one or the other thing will happen. So I believe this is that one company that has been very very hard to recover, especially after that entire COVID का supply demand का fiasco has happened, right? So this is also another thing to goes to show you like you can have the best of the management and the best of the team, but having said that, if your product is not good, if your product is not going to have a bargaining power, you can't survive. It is a good example I can give you for this is if you put a shark in a tank, it will grow up to the size of the tank, but if you put a shark in its natural habitat, it can grow up to up to however long it can. So similarly here also, ultimately जो product आप deal करे उसका market ही like is getting compressed. So you can have the best team, best corporate governance and everything, but it might not reach that level, right? Because market का condition, the tank of that or the environment around your product is only like that. But having said that, it is also not कि like Apcotex industry बुरा ही है और ये कभी recover नहीं करेगा. As an investor, our duty is to be as flexible as possible. Today this industry can be bad. Today it can be the worst of the lot also, right? But that doesn't mean the situation will continue. You don't know. अगर कल अच्छा करेगा, again great, well and good for it, right? We might find an opportunity here. But as long as it does terrible, it is not a good option. That is all. Just I think what is way more important for us as an investor is keep a very very flexible mindset. It doesn't mean कि like आज जो कंपनी अच्छा करे वो हमेशा लाइफ लॉन्ग 10-15 साल 20 साल तक वो अच्छा करेगा. It's very rare you'll find such companies. And also not necessary कि like आज जो बुरा कर रहा है वो हमेशा बुरा ही करेगा. Any bad company can turn good. एक turn around हो सकता है. Similarly any good company also can turn bad. So that is very important, right? So that's it about Focus and Apcotex. I will do another video in some time, and that will be regarding the packaging industry. I'll cover 3 companies, Moltec Packaging, TCPL or Rajshri Polypack. Okay, so that's that. Chalo, bye.